Last thing we're going to talk about today, distractions. So we're going to dig deep on this one. Couple quotes that I want to start off with on this. Every great waste of time begins with a small distraction. Thought that was spot on. That's an anonymous person right there. Traction moves you toward what you really want, while distraction moves you further away. So kind of think of distraction and traction as two opposing forces right there. And then being indistractable means striving to do what you say you will do. And this, I'm going to botch this guy's name, Nar Eyal or something like that. So he had that quote right there. I thought it was a pretty spot on quote. Digging a little bit deeper, distractions. Big tech is about getting, using, and selling people's attention. If you can get people's attention, you can trigger cravings. This is going to be that dopamine response. I believe we talked about this about a month ago. That's going to build a desire and separate people from their hard-earned cash. Social media is big business. Unfortunately, the product they are selling is our attention. And this is from author Luke Mathers in his book, Curious Habits, a pretty good book. I'll share that with you guys one of these days. So what's going to cause these distractions? Well, we have our feelings. So usually it comes about when we're feeling something. Number one, you're going to be bored. Guess what? You're going to go to the phone just out of habit and just start mindlessly scrolling. Two, anxious. You're just feeling nervous and you want to kind of have something. They basically, in the book I'm reading, he basically calls it, it's like an adult binky. It's like you would with a baby and their binky. So it's like that. You're feeling anxious and you want to be soothed. Well, here, just look at your phone and scroll through. If you're feeling sad, if you're feeling agitated. So these are the feelings that are going to come about that are going to draw you towards that distraction, that phone, the social media, the screen, whatever it might be. And then the noise or the distractions are going to come from different angles. So one is going to be social media, two, app notifications. So if you have notifications on your app, like if you do a news app or something, it's going to bing you anytime a political person says something that's complete garbage, and you look at your phone and you're distracted. Email, if you have email set on to bing on your phone, you're going to be distracted through that. And emails are just a whole distraction unto itself. Spam phone calls, that's going to pull away your attention, and it's, automatic computer recording. Text messages, Facebook instant messengers, news/current event updates. So all these things, the noise is going to pull you away from your goals, pull you away from being the best version of yourself, pulling you away from your family and spending time with them. So the goal is to reduce the noise. And I'll go over that here in a second. Talking about dopamine really quick. I went over this a couple of weeks back, but I do want to highlight on this section right here. So this is the basis of addiction. So that's that something happens, I acknowledge it, I engage with it, I feel good, I get that response, it goes away, that response comes back, I interact with it, etc. So it's kind of this loop, so to say, of feel good, up and down, etc. So the brain becomes rewired to crave the addictive substance or behavior in order to achieve the same level of pleasure or satisfaction, even if it has negative consequences on one's health, relationships, or life. So I would definitely say being addicted to the screen, going to look at your phone all the time, picking it up, seeing what updates you have or what emails are coming through or what messages you might have there is definitely an addiction. I know firsthand what it's like. So there's definitely that dopamine response. So becoming indistractable. So 4 action steps to reducing phone distractions. And I'll go over these, but this is the bullet point. So number 1, turn off notifications. Number 2, charge phone in different room or leave the phone in a different room. And I find that really helps, especially during PM family time. 3, mindful engagement. I'll talk about that a little bit more in depth. And then 4, doing a detox on the weekends and kind of reconnecting. So let's break this down. Turn off notifications. So if you guys go into the settings/notification tab on your phone and turn off all notifications from useless apps and social media, or just things you don't want constantly popping up, I find that helps tremendously. And then if you have them turned on, like you absolutely know you have to have that thing come through, maybe you'll turn the alert to silent so it's not distracting you and you just go over to your phone and look at it. So I went through my phone, I did an audit of what I had on there, and I was shocked. There's just a lot of junk that's coming through and distracting me. So I went in there, turned basically everything off. The only two things I kept on there were text messages and my app. So when you guys text me, I can respond back. So those are pretty much the two things that notify me or ding when I am my phone is just not on me and off to the side. So I would highly recommend you guys go through your phone and do an audit and turn off the notifications you don't need. Second one, keep/charge your phone in a different room during the PM. This is a good habit that I've gotten into where I'll put my phone in my room. I'm not going in my room. I'm, out in the living room with the kids, in the kitchen with the kids, et cetera. And the phone is just in there. If it rings, I can hear it. That means it's an emergency. It's probably my mother wanting something. Outside of that, everything can wait until I need to go back in there when family time's over. So keeping your phone in a different room will ensure complete focus on family, entertainment, reading, exercise, whatever it might be, thus creating a distraction-free environment. And I meant to put this down here. I'll also say to this, you guys, putting your phone in airplane mode as much as possible really helps too. So if I'm walking around and doing some steps, I always put my phone in airplane mode. Number one, it reduces any distractions. And number two, I don't want that EMF coming right towards my crotch. So I turn that off. So it's a good habit to turn your phone onto airplane mode. All right. If it's on me or on my pocket, I put it in airplane mode. Mindful engagement. If you are on your phone, set an objective. Check Facebook/Instagram for 5 to 10 minutes, set a timer if needed, or better yet, do it from your laptop or desk. I'm really contemplating just deleting all social media apps. And if I want to get on those things, I'll just go to it on my computer. So I haven't taken that jump yet just because it's kind of a pain in the butt to post from the computer, but that's a good way to really mitigate just mindless scrolling. If it's email that just pulls you in and you're addicted to, check email 2 to 3 times per day, 9 a.m., 12 p.m., and 3 p.m., never at night. Whatever is happening on email can wait till the next day. Let's say it's your boss wanting something. Hey, it's your time after whatever, 3, 4, 5 o'clock, and you're not checking any emails. So I would really focus in on mitigating that mindless check the email. And then if you're, say, going to watch a YouTube video, watch on your TV instead of your phone. So pretty much everyone has a smart TV these days and they have the YouTube app. So you can just do that really easily as far as, hey, I want to watch a YouTube video, just look at it on your phone, put the phone in the other room, pull it up on your TV and watch it on your TV. I find mindful engagement with your device works really well. And then lastly, detox. We did this as a challenge, 3-4 weeks ago, and I thought it was great. I'd like to get into the habit of doing it every weekend. I believe there's a ton of value to this. And I'm not saying don't go on your phone at all, but just use the phone wisely and mindfully, kind of what I just said there. So use the weekends to reconnect with reality, unplug from the matrix and eliminate social media, checking email and other time/attention drains, and then focus on personal face-to-face connections. And that's really what I feel the weekend should be about, you guys, is reconnecting with real human beings face-to-face and not just sitting on your phone, scrolling through Instagram, scrolling through Facebook, looking in to see what's on YouTube, checking your email, even though you're not supposed to be working on the weekend. So these little things, if you kind of put them all together, can really add up and make a dent in the phone and distractions and kind of drifting away from your possible goals. All right. What I want you guys to do, quasi homework assignment, I'm not going to, you don't have to report anything to me. Do a distraction audit. So what is sucking away at your time? Maybe it's social media, maybe it's emails, maybe it's YouTube videos, whatever it might be, but do an audit and take a hard look at what's pulling you away from important things. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but when you're in a restaurant next, especially if there's younger people, take a look around. Everyone's on their phone. They're just looking at their phone and they're not even interacting with the people right in front of them. It's hilarious, pathetic, and sad all at the same time. So do an audit of yourself, of your of your screen time, et cetera, and your distractions. And then think about what better things could you be doing? Steps, hint, hint. So there's always something you could be doing that's going to be better than mindlessly scrolling through social media. And you guys know that. I know that. We all know that, but it pulls us in. These are distraction devices. So that would be my homework assignment for you guys. And that is all